So we have talked about fair fighting. Now let's just talk about conflict management. So we want to give you tips, how to manage, never to avoid. We are not, telling you how to avoid, conflict in your relationship. So now let us also return again to the Bible verse that I just earlier quoted from St. Paul's letter to the Ephesians chapter 4, verse 25 to 26. So this is how St. Paul helped Christians on how to resolve conflict or manage conflict in their relationship. So he said, I quote, "So then, putting away falsehood, let all of us speak the truth to our neighbors. And we are members of one another. Be angry, but do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and do not make room for the devil. Let no evil talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful and useful for building others up, as there is need, so that your words may give grace to those who hear you." So this is the words of St. Paul. Be angry. Remember, we said, it's normal because we are human beings. We tend to kind of feel angry. That is a feeling of emotions because the expectations are not met. That is why we feel that way. So we got to, accept this is me feeling this way as a result of whatever that happened, but not the other person making me feeling angry. But do not sin. How would anger become sin? At what point will it become sin? It's still like some of the things. If you're gonna revenge, you're gonna fight back just because you're angry. Your spouse did this to you, then now you're now pulling everything as a weapon of attack, to build him, to pull him down or to pull her down to make him or her feel so bad. Or using the family, many of you know the family you are coming from. Do not anger, do not use your anger and now use it as a weapon because of something you know about the other person to fight back. So that is when it becomes sin. And do not let the sun go down. We're going to talk briefly about forgiveness, guys. Because you can't talk about conflict management without forgiveness. This is some of the things that if you already know how to forgive, or you are willing to learn how to forgive, because there is no good relationship without forgiveness. Because there is no Mr. Right, Mr. Perfect, or Mrs. Perfect. It doesn't exist. It just exists only at the Hollywood, not in a real life. So, do not allow the sun to go down. That means carrying your anger, not talking about it, or acting, pretending you're not angry, but at the same time, some of your attitude is, you are using a very kind of revenge attitude to get on your spouse. I said, do not make a room for the devil. Guys, this is where the devil comes in. A lot of marriages are broken down today because there is a room for the devil in the relationship. And one of the rooms that the devil uses is when people cannot go beyond their differences. They always attack each other. They always find fault in each other. They're not ready to forgive. The Bible says, do not make a room for the devil. The devil will knock at your door. Tell him to check the next neighbor. He's not here. We know how to deal with each other in love. And the devil will leave. So do not open your relationship for the devil, which is very, very important. And he says again, let no evil talk come out of your mouth. Remember, we are talking about labeling and calling of stupid and B words, F words. Do not keep your home holy. Your children will be listening to you. How you talk down on each other. How you use all these bad words. Let only good words, as St. Paul's, suggested. Let it only be good words, helpful words that will build each other. Baby, I know we will get through this. You are beautiful. You are such a smart person. You are intelligent. Like for instance, someone, one of you went for an interview, for a job interview, and came back and it didn't, so you didn't succeed. What does your spouse expect of you? You do not just become and say, I know, you're such an idiot. You never got anything right. The ordinary job. But why not use a very helpful word? I know, baby, it's difficult. Do not take it personal. I know you are smart. Don't worry. For the fact that you didn't get this job does not mean that it's the end of the road. There will be good jobs that will even make you happy. I know you are equipped. I know you are prepared. You see, that is building each other up instead of tearing each other down. Do not use, bad words to tear yourselves down, which is very, very important. So we are told that when there is conflict, we should speak truthfully about it. Still returning back again to remind you about denial. Denial that is not there. And now be able to, take some attitude that is not good. Just say what happened, how you feel about it. Listen to each other. So the implication is not to withdraw. When you speak truthfully, there is no possibility of withdrawal and become aggressive. So the point here is that you now know how to move from the problem to the place of cooperation. How do we move forward? How do we help each other go through this? Cooperation is very, very important, guys, in conflict management. Both of you are ready to come to the table. Do not say, this is your problem, go and fix it. What can I help? What can I do? Babe, just tell me. Is there anything I can help you to deal with this addiction? I know it's difficult. Is there anything you will expect of me? So that cooperation, guys, is an ideal for Christians. And I know you want to be happy. So we should speak the truth to one another and be able to go through the whole aspect of your relationship, with cooperation. Cooperation is very, very important. So now finally, let's just look at how to manage relationship conflict without hurting each other. Because there may be every possibility to hurt each other by what you say, by what you do, just because of the conflict. But there is a way you can navigate around conflict without, hurting each other. The first one is don't yell. Do not yell. Communicate. Go back again to what we talked about, communication. Do not yell. It doesn't get you anywhere. Find time and speak in such a way that your spouse will understand what you are talking about. And the second one will be learn to listen. Listen. Go back again to the last class. We talked about what listening is all about. Listening is not hearing. Listening is an inner disposition to stay with what is being said. And that is why you can't listen and at the same time being on your phone. When it's time for both of you to communicate, to talk things through, keep the phone down. Baby, tell me what is going on. I'm here for you. I'm listening. And we are ready to do something about what the problem is all about right now. So then the third one there will be watch your tone. Watch your tone. Some people like me that, I have a kind of tone that sometimes I tend to speak a little bit fast, but it's not the same as tone. So watch your tone. What you mean by tone is some of the things that you bring into the conversation. There are things that are not helpful. Choose your words. That's what it means. Choose your words. There are things that are not going to get you where you're supposed to be. There's some of the words that as soon as you use them, the other person shuts down. Or the other person becomes defensive. Or, you are not going anywhere. So it's not about who wins. Remember I said it over? It's not competition. It's about love. So choose the right words. Words that are helpful. words that will not be offensive. Do not use words that will mean that I want to get back on you, revenge. And the fourth one is show respect. Respect each other. Remember, one of the vows that you're going to give each other is that I promise to respect you. So respect is not a woman's thing. That is for women to respect and it's for both. It's a mutual understanding. It is already in the covenant. We will respect each other. We will never talk down on you. You are somebody. You have a voice. You are important in this relationship. So the fifth one there will be, remember that you love each other. You are not enemies. Do not allow your differences now. It's like you are fighting an Iraq war. You are going to Iran to fight. No. Remember, you love each other. These differences, it is what it is. My husband is different from who I am. But we love each other. So when you understand the underlying, factor there is love, in spite of what we are going through. And the sixth one there will be have empathy. There's difference, guys. I think I've mentioned it somewhere. There's difference between sympathy and empathy. You got to go beyond being just sympathizing with your spouse and learn how to empathize. It's like empathy means like you put your feet into the other person's shoe. When you are going through difficult moments, I am there for you. I can feel it. It is your problem as well as my own problem. So you do not just distance yourself and say, it's your own problem, deal with it. I know you are going through a rough time, but what can I do about it? But empathy will always say, what can I do to help? I'm here just to support you. I know we will get through this. You are better than this. So always go with empathy. And finally, guys, learn to forgive. Forgiveness is very, very important. There is no conflict management in any relationship without forgiveness. So in case if you are already struggling with forgiving, but this is where you need to talk things through. You need to look for some help. We are always here to help you. How do I cultivate the character of forgiving? Any relationship that lacks this character can never survive. Because it's going to be a warfare, because things will keep on piling up, building up, to the point you can't do it again. So, but if both of you are willing to forgive and talk to you, say, no, I will forgive you. It's not just by saying it, it's by doing it. And when you forgive, move forward. That's why we say, do not use the past as a weapon to fight. Or you do this to me last time, even though you say you forgave me, then why are you not bringing it up? Always forgive and move forward. So this, guys, this will bring us to the close of this topic today. Remember, we are talking about how to enjoy your relationship and how to manage conflict. I hope to see you in the next virtual class. Have a wonderful day. God bless.